read. I'm feeling lazy and I'm gonna go for a little ride now. Help me. 2-2だった。
Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. We have a B-side matchup tonight. We have Team Varnes throwing the red stones, and we have Team Nakamura throwing the yellow stones. My name is Tyler Powell, and I'm joined in the booth here by James Runge, and we're going to provide you some great curling commentary tonight.
Got a good game here, actually, Tyler. It's going to be pretty fun to see. B qualifier, so a little bit of pressure on both teams. No one wants to go down to the C after day one, so both teams will feel a little bit of pressure, I would imagine, here.
Yeah, we see lead Hiyori Ishoni, the first rock going into the rings there.
Guessing Rhonda's going to probably go for a pretty open first end here.
Really hard
We have lead Cheyenne ends on Team Varnes. Nice hit and roll over to the corner there.
Yeah, flop.
Going to be a wide open end to get going here. Although we saw that earlier today, a wide open end that ended up being a two-pointer for Kate Cameron early in the draw he did last draw, so stay tuned. Wide open ends can change pretty fast. Tyler, you did commentary this morning too, did you not?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right on.
I did Team Galusha versus Team Inglot, and that was a great game. Team Galusha played very well, and it was over. Team Galusha won by quite a few points there, and they played very well. So,
I think I was listening to that game while I was quote unquote working this morning. I knew I was in good hands being here when I heard Tyler was up here. I was like, oh, good, someone who's doing this earlier today. Perfect. Out with a pro.
You're very nice.
Make my job easier. I just follow Tyler's lead now. It's a piece of cake. Anyone watching will be in good hands.
We have lead Cheyenne ends here on Team Varnes.
9-7.
And a nice hidden stick there. Very important to make those ones early in the game to build up the confidence. Learn the ice a little bit too.
Definitely. Both teams playing on previous other ends in their earlier game today, so this will be the first time on sheet 5. So yeah, just getting used to it, looks like.
It's still. At the end.
And that one curling a little more than they had anticipated and rolling out of the rings.
Back to the beginning again. Now we go. Game on. Might get some offense now in this end. I think for Team Varnes, this is their second event of the year. I think they played earlier in an event in Manitoba, which obviously they are from, so home province over there. Didn't qualify, but event number 2 here in Calgary. They're usually a regular. We've seen them at the Curling Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic a few times, so pretty familiar with this ice and this venue.
Okay, if we're in, go all in. Okay, go.
We have second stone Michaela Lyburn here. Michaela's dad is Manitoba curling legend William Lyburn.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. See, told you you're in good hands. Tyler knows everything. Good reference right there. Perfectly done. Got some play out to the wings now here. Change it up a little bit.
Yeah, and they are going inside out now instead of outside in. And nice roll back to the center there.
back in for probably some back-to-back hits here, and Varnes is going to try to keep that hammer into end number 2 so far, unless something changes for her here.
So Team Varnes as well, they do have their front end players are just right out of juniors, and then they have 2 kind of more veteran back end players in Joanne Tarvit and Rhonda Varnes. So nice combination of experience and youth.
Definitely. Good opportunity too, right, for your front end to learn from some good experience, and always nice to keep the back end youthful. For Nakamura, I believe this is their 2nd event in Canada. They played in Varnes last weekend. Did not qualify, but they've hit some Canadian ice leagues this year. They've had a busy season actually. They played a few events in Japan back in August. I think 3 events there too. So they've got quite a lot of curling games under the sliders already this season in comparison to a lot of the Canadian teams who maybe didn't have ice or competitive events to compete in. We'll see if that ends up being an advantage for them or not here.
We have 3rd Joanne Tarvit here.
It's over curling, so get it tight. Get it tight, it's over curling.
Joanne, new to Calgary. She moved from Ontario to Calgary last year. I know her and her husband quite well because I work with them. So they've settled down in Airdrie and are really loving life there. Moved from London, Ontario.
Oh, nice. So that means we have to keep you on your toes to be down the middle line calling here.
Absolutely.
You got a biasness then. Is that what you're declaring it right in the first end, hey? Conflict of interest, mine or just a little one?
I have to be neutral.
We'll force you, don't worry. That's really the only reason I'm here, Tyler. I was told that you maybe wouldn't be neutral, so I'm only sitting in this chair to keep you on top of your toes.
Somebody needs to do that.
I leave the pro stuff to you, man.
Yeah, awesome. Sweeper's really hard on this one. Must be tight out of the hand.
Yeah, right away. Yeah.
9-7, just look soft.
And no issue there, hitting stick right on the nose. You heard the comment there, Skip Rhonda Varnes, I think thought it was a little bit soft out of the hand, but good save from the sweepers there. It was a little bit heavier as well, so that helps keep it straighter.
That youthful front end you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so nice shout. Sorry, Tyler. Nice shout out on the chat there. Saki Tanaka, 4th for Team Nakamura, played the 2017 World Juniors representing Japan too, so we've got some more junior blood on the ice.
And we have Mayuri Nakamura there rolling out on that hit and stick attempt. It looks like Mayuri Nakamura is the calling the shots for the team, but is throwing 3rd rock there. So Skip and 3rd are switched in terms of throwing order.
So what would you do here, Tyler, if it was you curling out here? Would you try to just keep it wide open still? You like that call, or would you do something, try to get a little more creative with skipper's deuce opportunity potentially?
Yeah, I think I would try to get it behind the guard here.
Yeah.
there is a chance to get a deuce. I mean, it is a short run back, but I think getting it behind that guard would be great, and you could get a fairly simple deuce if there's a missed shot from Team Nakamura here. So
definitely.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I would do the same. You take advantage when you have the 2-to-1 rock advantage, especially with a wide open end. You never know what'll happen. Worst case, what? You get you take your blank, which you were going to probably take regardless. So
it's curling hard.
Low risk, big reward
It's
potentially.
Yep. Go,
There you go.
Okay, so it looks like about a quarter is underneath the guard. Team Nakamura is electing to chase it here. If it was a little bit more buried, they'd probably freeze, but I think fairly simple to chase here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just heavy, but.
Pick it out of there and then move on 10-2 with the blank.
Yeah, so you need like 14-5.
But props to Varnes, a good call. Got to go for it.
14-5, you probably have to be on it the whole.
Close.
Yep.
Great shot there.
Great shot.
That's okay.
Papered that guard nicely.
Yeah. They threw that fairly heavy considering it was, a little bit buried. Like they probably threw that about, a solid control weight. So, got to get closer to the guards for sure if you're throwing that weight.
That wouldn't have been your weight choice there?
Oh, I would have thrown a little less weight for sure. How about yourself?
I would have thrown whatever Tyler told me to use my skip. Just do whatever he says. Oh, that's what you like? Sure. Sounds good, Tyler. Support the ones who know more than I do.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I can't complain with this when you're last rock on the opening end here. Nice open hit for the blank.
Yep. Hard.
Ooh,
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
got the noser. Just like that, we're putting points on the board already in the first. Varnes hitting stick, takes one and
It's good. Go a little early.
all right, we're back for the second end of action here. We saw a hidden stick on Rhonda Varnes' blank attempt. She was trying to roll out there, but was a little bit narrow and stuck around for 1 point.
how do you feel when that happens, Tyler, when you think you got a pretty open end, getting the blank, and then that happens? Do you kind of get a little deflated, or you just go, it's one end, not a big deal. We have 7 ends to go here.
I think if it happens in the first end, then it's a lot less problematic.
Yeah.
But if it happens later in the game when you're really trying to maintain that hammer, then it really stings. Luckily, I've never really been the one throwing that. I've thrown lead to third my whole life, so not in competitive play anyway. So
if it ever happens on a team year, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
'Cause you didn't throw it, so it's not your problem.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, first end, it is what it is. I think they're still getting comfortable with the sheet, feeling it out. So not a problem. And Rhonda, like we said, Rhonda's an experienced skip, right? She's played for a number of years, so I'm sure she can just shake it off and get back on the ice. Tell her team in the break there, let's go get our 2-3. We got to take the lead back in 2. Plus, they keeping hammer in the even ends always an advantage. And then I say that, and look what happened. Maybe I jinxed them.
Just put that in.
Yeah, that one, you hear the comment there. She probably slid a little bit wide and then turned it into the broom a little bit, and that just over curling.
Yeah.
It was a very
Opportunity here for Nakamura to split the rings. It will be difficult to, maintain the force the entire end because it is really early, but, they're going to try to put one here about half in the 8-foot depth to get Team Varnes hitting here. So
definitely. And on the flip side, we talk about what Varnes would do after that first end. Nakamura's got to be feeling pretty confident. That end looked like they were just going to take the blank, but to score a steal point out of nowhere, they're going to be feeling pretty good about that as an opening end for sure. And now they're in the position where they can keep applying pressure in end number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a double attempt here. I don't know. I think they're going to go for it right away. The key is if you hit it too thick, you still want to stick your shooter around in the house, so they don't want to play too much weight at this. I think with that ice there, it doesn't look like they're playing a ton of weight at it. They might be throwing like a normal weight, so that's a good call for sure.
Mm-hmm. And good opportunity, right? A second rock still, so even if you don't make it and you just take out one, there's still lots of rocks and ends in play here, so they can get it back. Might as well go for it and make the attempt. On the other side there.
Yeah, opportunity here for Nakamura to get even more separation on those rocks and make them even. So
yeah, flatten it out as most as possible here and take any double opportunity away.
Yeah, so pretty good draw there from Team Nakamura. Nice separation. There isn't a double unless you can throw it 2 seconds, hog line to hog line.
I don't know, you don't think Jason Gunningson would take that on or something? looks like a shotgunner would try.
Yeah, very nice. Getting it back over to the center line. Decreasing the distance between those two rocks.
Going back and forth here. Nakamura will go one way. Varnes is going to try to go the other way. We'll see which side can navigate the hit and roll the best here.
See Team Nakamura using the knifing sweeping technique to try to get this to curl over.
You had a really good chat about that in your morning game, did you not?
We did, yeah.
Yes.
We can actually slow the rock down now on certain ice conditions is what certain players are speculating. So, very interesting on that, how you can actually slow it down if the ice conditions permit. So
The idea of slowing down a rock that you're throwing and curling on ice, imagine.
Yeah.
Close, Cheyenne. Anything?
I know each year I play in the Bonspiel on the lake in Invermere.
Nice.
And, you know, the ice is very snowy, and, you know, you could sometimes get away with pushing a little bit of snow in front of the rock to try to get it to slow down.
I liked it.
Literally snow plowing.
Yeah.
Sounds nice to curl on a little bit of a lake outside area.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
outdoor.
Largest outdoor Bonspiel in the world.
Ah, it's perfect.
And great shot there from Team Varnes, getting it even closer to that rock from Team Nakamura. They should have a fairly makeable double attempt here on their next shot.
She's gonna roll over towards it even. There's that double you were talking about. Nice call, Tyler. It's like you already knew it was happening.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so third Joanne Curtis here has got to hit about 2/3 to make this double. 2/3 to 3/4,
And Rhonda says she likes it, so who are we to disagree? We'll agree with you, Rhonda. We think you're got it under control.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Cheyenne. Cheyenne.
oh. And Joanne Curtis gesturing it for that rock to get out, but it doesn't quite get out. It hits it a little bit too thin.
Get hot ticket.
Back to splitting the house again for Nakamura.
For her.
Team Nakamura is from Aormi, Japan.
Quite a good international field here that we've got. We've got a few teams from Japan and Korea here. Good Asian representation this year. As usual, there always is some good Asian representation, but
yeah, we're very lucky here in Alberta to have a lot of Asian teams and, you know, just teams from around the world for that matter to practice and train here and all that. It seems like every year more and more teams are coming here. We have the New Zealand men's team that's moved here, Australian mixed doubles team, they live in Edmonton. We have Team Netherlands, they come and train for a few weeks a year here. So, you know, we're very fortunate to have teams coming and training in Calgary from all around the world, because Calgary is arguably one of the largest cities in the world for curling.
definitely.
Calgary and Edmonton probably have the most curlers per capita out of anywhere in the world. So
Curling capital, Alberta, right?
absolutely.
I think our friends listening from Manitoba might get in the chat and have a different opinion for us there, Tyler. We got to watch ourselves. And I don't know, those Sasky people, we got opinions on that too, I think, being a Sasky boy myself. But it is true, there's so many good teams and are coming here on a regular basis to get some time on the ice.
Yes! Yes!
They were on that one right from the beginning. Look at that.
Oh, terrific shot.
Yeah.
Very nice. Hitting and rolling right onto the corner. Yeah, great shot there from Rhonda Varnes.
It's a beautiful veteran shot there from the veteran skip.
Absolutely. She'll definitely have some kind of a double here on her last shot. So
little bit of pressure here on Nakamura to try to hold them here, right? She wants to hold the force if possible, but made tricky shot here for her. No mistake for Tanaka on that one. Nicely done.
Nose hit double here for Rhonda Varnes.
Yeah, with 9, or are you throwing more than 9? I think heel, like this.
That was about as good as Team Nakamura could do. I'm sure they would have loved to roll it just a little bit over, but you know, there still would have been a fairly makeable double no matter what. So
yeah, I think they held Varnes' hand as best they could now with what they were given. So, and Rhonda's still got to go down there, make the shot. And as you heard her say, she's going to throw some peel weight at this.
Awesome shot there from skip Rhonda Varnes. You always like to hear clean on those takeouts, so great throw.
Favorite word of anybody throwing a rock. Clean is always something that's going to make you happy. Peel for the blank.
Ooh. Oh. Wow. Interesting miss there. Yeah, Rhonda Varnes picking up the steal of one. Skip. Or fourth rock thrower, Misaki Tanaka, flashing that peel attempt on the high side. I bet she would have loved to have had that one back.
Most definitely. Yeah, tough end result there for second end that really got away from them. They really had the blank on the board there. So Varnes gets the steal though, takes the 2-0 lead after 2. We'll be back with N3 action here on sheet number 5, Calgary Curling Club.
Yeah, I regret not doing that with hers, but now we know. Yeah, I'm thinking the out turns a little more manageable. We'd be playing the side, I would have busted up the ice. But I'm going to call it out turn for top 4.
All right, we're going into the third end of play here. Team Varnes versus Team Nakamura. Team Varnes is leading 2-0. Looks like they're trying to draw the forefoot here on the lead's first rock. And pretty good shot, top 8 foot.
See the corner guard here from Nakamura. So as we said, this is a B-side game, so both teams suffered earlier losses today, with Nakamura falling to Team Brown from BC and Varnes falling to Team Skrillex from Alberta.
I love that. Go, but it might have been a hair heavy.
Right on the red dot.
And a little bit of a shout out to the sponsors for Team Varnes. We have Westland Construction, Woody's Coupe DeVille Storage, Gold Line Curling Supplies, Infometrics Network Data Solutions, Richardson Wealth, CSS Incorporated Concrete Sealant Systems, and Valea Ventures.
Nice. Always appreciate all of our sponsors, whether they're event sponsors sponsoring a team. And as curling fans, when you see any sponsor name on your favorite teams or at a curling event, go and show them your love and your support. More teams or more companies that sponsor curling, the better off it is for the sport. So thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah, take it behind there, Joe. Go. That's fine. Like the throw was good. Yeah.
Lined up nicely there.
Absolutely. We're going to take you around the rings, too, to give you some score updates. So Team Hunkin is leading over Team Holland 2-1 after 2 ends. We have Team Watling up 1-0 after the first end. And then on sheet 4, we have Team Skrillex up 1-0. Or, sorry, Team Brown up 1-0 on Team Skrillex. On sheet 6, we have Team Kenai up 1-0 over Team Muse. On sheet 7, we have Team Vaughn up 1-0 over Team Martin. And on sheet 8, we have no score yet. So we'll keep you updated as we find out more scores and as the ends progress here.
And we had a blank on sheet 3 as well between Sturman and Gim. Oh.
Just so you know, when we do score updates, we actually make presets to actually look at each scoreboard.
Okay.
So if you want to, during breaks, you can just say, Michelle, we're going to do a scoreboard check-in and then just so you know.
We'll do it again at the fourth end break. Yeah.
Hard!
Lisa.
Come on, Shane, go for a beat, hard.
Oh, just gets the piece she was looking for. Just enough.
I just had to get them on it right away. Yeah, we got, just keep a broom to that. Right.
See, we don't need to do much commentary. Rhonda will do it for us. This is perfect.
Absolutely.
I love this.
The players do a lot of the talking, which is great. So
She'll tell us what's working, what's not working. We get to just listen.
I'd like to give a big shout out too, as well, to our live stream team that we have here. So we have Lisa Parent, who is the coordinator of the live streaming here at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic, and then joining with us tonight we have volunteers Catherine Sahulak, and we have Michelle McKenzie and Kevin Parent. So I think I mispronounced the name, but you know, I tried. So.
The important thing is that we recognize and thank outstanding volunteers.
And Kevin Parent.
Definitely.
Like hit and roll?
So we saw Nakamura there trying to go around, ends up hitting the guard and just rolling over a little bit.
Just rip.
Yeah, as Rhonda said, just rip them.
Looks like they're trying it the other way here.
Roll it. That's good. That works.
Yeah. I'd say that works. Yeah, Rhonda, yeah, good call.
Yeah, a little bit of an audible there. Hitting and rolling for a guard. I'm sure they would have loved the peel, but, you know, that's the plan B.
Plan B is not too bad. Oh, there we go. Which do you do here, Tyler? Which guard you going around?
The center guard.
Are you just saying that because that's where she put the broom? Come on now.
What are you doing? Are you going around the corner?
Well, I was going to just say the corner just to be different than you because you cheated and waited till she set her broom down. So I feel like that was a little unfair. I think Tyler was actually going to say the corner at first, guys. That's what I'm pretty sure. Everyone listening, quote me. Cheated. definitely out there though.
Yeah, gonna be, this one will be exposed.
Yeah. Just ends up being the corner of the back one.
Okay, we see Team Varnes here playing the freeze.
Bringing out the offensive force here. Gotta like it.
A good offense is good defense sometimes, right? That's the old saying.
Going for a Super Bowl win too here, eh? No, it's Friday. We should at least be courteous to our Canadians. Go say you're going for a Grey Cup. Be considerate of our Canadian Football League, folks.
Yeah, very important shot here from Joanne Tarvit.
It's out there again, though, eh? Just like,
Keep it going. It's real good. Line's real
just
good.
like the last one. Cuts in.
Go. Come on, Shan. Go. Okay. All right.
Pretty good spot. I think that there will be a hit and roll opportunity here, though, to lie to and have the ring split if they make this really nice.
Yeah, the camera angle definitely makes the distance between the two a little bit misconception on what we think for spacing wise, but when we look onto the ice, I think we can kind of see there's space there for that.
Yeah, the key on this shot will definitely be the weight. You do not want to overthrow this shot.
Definitely.
You do not want to throw much more than hack weight to make this, because you need to stick that shooter very precise here.
Well, they're liking it so far.
Okay. Decent result there. They would have loved to have pushed that red rock a little bit further. I believe that the red rock is shot stone. That is just biting the back forefoot.
Yeah. Was that a error on the positive side there, Tyler, with just taking a little bit lighter weight than, like you said earlier, accidentally throwing too much weight?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it's definitely better to have your shooter staying around in the rings than throw it heavy and chip it a little bit and go by everything.
And everything's still behind the tee over there, right? So it can be still workable for both teams right now, actually.
Absolutely.
Shan has to go. You gotta go all you've got, Shan. Come on, Shan, you gotta go to
Gotta
get
it
the
over.
shot.
So yeah, a little bit wide there. They were trying to get to the nose of that rock and push it out, I believe, but you know, didn't quite get there.
Do you think both teams are getting a little tricked on that side of the sheet right now going this way?
I think so. Maybe it's a little bit straighter than what they're anticipating.
I think we saw earlier it was kind of swinging in a little bit more once it passed that hog line there, but
Late finish for sure.
yeah, not as much so far tonight. Maybe just different releases, different weights too, of course. Lots of factors in play besides just ice, but definitely something to pay attention to as this game goes on.
That draw ending up in the top 8 foot.
Where do we, like here? If I ever leave here and leave a double, then she might even get 3 out, right?
Yeah, there's quite a few rocks in play this end.
I think we
So what do you do now if you're on the?
Bury, and then if we're here, that's okay too. I mean, do we ever just hit this one?
No.
I don't think so, okay? Yeah. I think that's the shot. If we could finish it in there.
Yeah, I think the freeze is definitely the best call here. If they get the freeze in there, it'll be very difficult for Team Nakamura to remove it. Even if they, you know, only show about half a rock, you know, that's still a pretty good shot. That's still fairly hard to remove. But definitely best to get dead buried here. And you want to have about T-line depth to make the removal of the shot stone as difficult as possible.
That was a really good technical answer. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thank you, James.
That was very specific. It was like, this is exactly how it's going to go, folks.
Yeah, I think you want this to be right on the button, ideally.
Yeah. We had a good chance to see right here Rhonda's draw touch.
Might have to go for line a little.
Called the T-line weight right from the hand.
Yeah!
Yeah, line's looking a little bit tight. I believe this is on the top one here.
Yep. Look how that one just walked over.
No. Are we still shot?
It's a good question, Rhonda. We were just looking at the same thing and thinking the same.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup because they're kind of safe at the moment with that rock that they have just biting the back forefoot.
Thought the weight would have been really good. Yeah.
If Team Nakamura wants to sit first and second shot here, they will have to play a double run back, which is a difficult shot. So I think they're just going to elect to maybe hit it on the nose here, which would leave potentially one lonely red in there. Although Rhonda Varnes will likely be drawing on her final rock.
Yeah, that front red that Rhonda just threw is causing them some problems for sure. You want to get rid of that, and then at least, even if Rhonda comes behind, you got some tappable rocks, run back, something to give you a shot with your last right now.
Okay. That really took off. Do you like the ice, or would I still have needed more?
Let's listen into the conversation here. Looks like we have lots of people from Japan here on the live stream. So
yeah, thanks for joining us.
We won't be able to understand as well what they're saying, but you know,
how's your Japanese?
Yeah,
You're fluent,
not great.
right?
Not great.
No?
The many Japanese people that we have on the live stream will be able to interpret that.
That's not your Duolingo flavor of the month, is learning Japanese right now?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, Tyler. I thought you were preparing for this event.
So they just elected to peel the guard there, which is actually a pretty good call because it will leave them a few more options to get at that shot stone.
And it puts a little bit more pressure on Rhonda with her last, right? You don't want to leave them something and set them up.
I can also come here. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
We have third Joanne Tarvit here going down to weigh in on this conversation. For Team Varnes, lead Cheyenne ends, does call line and is in the house when Rhonda Varnes is throwing, and Joanne Tarvit does sweep. So a bit of an interesting dynamic there.
What do you like here, Tyler? What's your call on this one?
Do you think?
I'm trying to think here.
What do you like?
I think I like the draw.
Well,
I
if
like
we
the straight
knows
draw, I
it.
think. Try and get, yeah, if you can get
Yeah,
about
I guess
half
then she's
buried
still-
behind that red rock, at about T-line depth, or a little bit higher than T-line
Yeah.
depth. If you're about half buried,
Like
full
my thought, if I
4-foot,
knows it or
it'll
if I
leave
roll
difficult
in,
shot for team
then she might have
Nakamura
that.
there to get multiple points.
What do you think about what Varnes is saying?
Yeah.
I kind of don't mind that either. You hit, even if
I
you get
just
the
feel
little
like
hit and
this
roll
is a pretty lonely rock.
on that front, on that back yellow that she's standing, that you kind of see standing right in front of her. She's a little, Rhonda seems to be a little concerned with that rock.
Do you think like here,
'Cause that
even
red
if
is
we're there,
very lonely.
like here, do you think that's enough ice? If we ever touch it and then rub over, it's okay, but I don't like that. Like, we got to be in, right?
I think the raise would be a really good result, too, if you were to just raise that red rock 2 or 3 feet into the 4-foot.
Pardon?
That would be a fairly good result as well.
Yeah, that, or we could just guard.
No, I don't know if I like that.
That's her easiest
like the
shot,
guard?
right? I mean, she makes a double. She's getting it for 3.
Have to make it good.
Yeah, it'd have to be like exact,
What's
very
the tap
precise for the
here?
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tap.
You want to play that? Okay, let's do it. I think the same weight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhonda started going down thinking she was going for the draw and then stopped just past the hog, took a look, and
Do you guys like the tap or the guard?
there we go.
Yeah, very thorough conversation there.
A good conversation for the team just to figure out, hear all the angles up and then come up with a good team decision.
Okay.
The tap wins out.
This is where the veteran touch comes into play.
Definitely.
Joe! 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 Joe!
Line's looking
Go,
good here.
Joe, go!
There you go. Does she have the weight?
Hard!
Boom.
That'll do the job. Yeah.
Yeah, nice shot there. I don't think there's a triple. If there is, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It looks from this angle in the commentary booth that if they do try the triple, that it will jam. The rock on the button would jam onto the rock that's in the back of the 4-foot.
Yeah.
So I think they're just trying to play the short raise here, the short run back, and score their 1 point.
Yeah. That's a perfect angle there right there to show you the distance between those rocks that we're looking at.
Yeah, this is against 2 points, so a little bit of pressure here, but you know, you got to hit half a rock here.
Here we go, last rock in the third.
Sweeper's hard on it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's really curling.
Line call right from the beginning. There you go.
It should
Nicely
be.
done.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice call. Nice line calling too on that.
1 yellow, so score after 3 ends is 2-1 for Team Varnes.
Excellent. And we take a little break here. Be back for the 4th end. And while we're gone, feel free.
18.2ナイスイエイ
Here we go, back. And number 4.
Yeah, you're probably going to see Team Nakamura here going fairly hard for the steal. If they could get the steal, that would switch the hammer around, and that would really, really help their odds in winning this game. So they're going to be going hard for the steal. You already saw them throw a high center line guard, which is just biting the center, which is all they need. And then afterwards, you'll probably see them go tight.
Get it all the way there. Keep it going.
Unless this one's tight.
Nice. Come on, keep it going. Go, go, go. Every inch, all you got.
That 5 rock rule sure keeps ends open for steals, big ends. You're always in a game for the most part.
Absolutely. Okay, they're trying to hit and roll behind the guard here.
You got that from the arm movements?
Yeah.
You're reading? Okay.
I feel like, I'm not sure about you, James. Personally, I feel like I would probably throw another center line guard, maybe about halfway tight depth, because that rock in the 12-foot is a guard essentially. So I feel like that's only helping them. But
yeah, I agree.
And that's very unfortunate there.
And that was the other thing about that shot where you ran that risk. Of being on your top guard, and then now you got nothing really up there.
Yeah.
Guessing Rhonda's pretty happy though.
Absolutely.
Line's good. Okay, well then. It's gonna over curl. Never. It's really curling now. It might dig. 13-7. Put on great. Okay. All right.
And that was More Perfect Commentary, brought to you by Skip Rhonda Varnes. We didn't have to do anything on that one.
Yeah, this weekend as well, we have 4 committee members that are participating in the event. So out on Team Skrillex, we have chair of the event, Brittany Tran. She's out on the ice this weekend. Her skip, Kayla Skrillex, she's the treasurer of the committee. We also have Morgan Muse, who's out on the ice right now. She's responsible for the admission and facility aspect of this event. And then we also have Director at Large, Chelsea Carey, who is playing in the event this weekend. So they're very busy. I know they're at the club all weekend with being on the committee and playing in the event. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, events can happen without dedicated volunteers, board members. Helps when you have a great facility like the Calgary Curling Club, of course.
Absolutely. The Calgary Curling Club, one of the busiest curling clubs in Canada. There's 1,400 members at this facility, and during the week this place is always busy. There's about 6 draws per day here, and there's not many curling clubs in the world that can fit 6 draws into one day. It's truly incredible. So very busy facility, very well used, very well managed, and we're very lucky to have it right here in Calgary.
Most definitely. I was just here last week on sheet number 8, tossing some rocks as a practice. That was a first. Fun times. You almost feel like you're good when you get to curl on a sheet of ice that is hosting an event like this. Oh, D, my friend, welcome to the chat. Thank you for tuning in. D Hopley, otherwise known as Scotty's Chicken. Curling fans probably should know quite well if you've ever been to an event and seen her walking around with her lovely chicken hat. D, we wish you were here. I hope you're doing well.
And our head ice technicians too this weekend, we have Jamie Barassa. He's the head ice technician alongside Rob Fisk, who is the head ice technician of the Calgary Curling Club. And then we have their entire crew here of ice makers that are very busy, you know, with 4 draws a day out here. They have lots of work to do, making great ice. We also have on the ice crew Skip Anton Hood of the New Zealand men's team. He's new to the ice crew here at the Calgary Curling Club, and he's been making ice this weekend.
I hear he really loves when you call him Ant-Man. That was a rumor I heard today. I'm not sure if he actually likes it or he just gets might get a little chuckle out of the big guy, but he's got a few nicknames I hear, but Ant-Man appears to be one of them I've heard a few times today. Yes, in the chat, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Good call. It is Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody tuning in.
Yeah, pretty wide open end here.
Nakamura changing focus a little bit and just maybe taking a blank or hoping for an error here. Tough to get super aggressive when your house looks and your front looks like that right now.
Absolutely.
Go, Cheyenne. Go, Cheyenne. Go the other way. Yeah, you got to keep going straight, straight. Okay. Good. I didn't stop in time. Sorry. Okay.
Again, wide open end here. Right on the nose. Not in the rings, just for that angle, in case people are wondering.
Yeah, that's pretty nice there for Team Nakamura. You know, they would love to get an unforced error here from Team Varnes and have a hidden stick, so that there is a guard to draw around. Joanne Tarvit here being called to play a hit and roll on this shot.
You really got to go, Mick. Come on, Mick.
Rhonda edging her on here.
Just
And there's the miss that you were just saying.
Perfect.
Changes the complexion of the end this late.
Yeah, definitely. Great opportunity here for Team Nakamura to get this rock behind the guard.
Yep.
So it's like
I bet Joanne Tarvid would have loved to have had that one back there. That was unfortunate there for that to happen.
Yeah, not one of those good unforced errors that you'll be looking for if you're Team Varnes fans right now.
So I probably could have tightened it a hair.
Yeah, big shout out too. Next to me, I have Bob Genoway, GM of the Calgary Curling Club. He's been very instrumental in helping put this on this weekend. So big shout out to him and his team, world-class team here at the Calgary Curling Club.
World-class team to make a world-class event.
Absolutely.
That's how it works. Weren't able to wrap that one around though.
I mean, if we go under, it's not the end of the world, but we need to run back for her. 10 and a half here. I think it'll move.
Bit of a missed opportunity there for Nakamura.
go your way. Yeah.
As Rhonda gets set in the hack, we'll just give you a nice reminder at the end of the 4th end here. We'll go and do a live scoreboard update for everybody. So get the cameras on the scoreboards. We'll show you what's shaking on the other 7 sheets of ice in play here.
Yeah, it looks like we have a lot of close games. No real blowouts yet, so that's always great for the spectators that there's nothing but close games on the ice. So
most definitely. On the front one there.
Thick enough.
All right, Nakamura, guard for your life here. The last
Absolutely.
rock.
Just turn that in, eh?
I think for Team Varnes here, they'd be more than happy to just get a single point. You know, they'd maintain really good control, scoring in the even end with 1 point. So that's definitely what's in their mind right now, is that draw to the button for Rhonda Varnes. That's all she's thinking about right now for sure. So
Yeah, nothing wrong with getting the draw and keeping it in, going back to a 2-point lead at the halfway point here.
We'll be close to seeing him draw to the button. You've been throwing, like, getting him out there, so. Wang.
And there's our guard.
Yeah,
A
great
little
guard.
deep there. But does the trick. That's all you need.
yeah, I really like that spot.
Yeah.
Because it kind of baits Rhonda Varnes into the blank here.
And that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Here.
Personally, I feel like the most important thing is here to score.
You like playing it that way?
It is a little bit risky to play the blank because you could give up that steal of 1, which you would give up control of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
But if she's feeling it, she's feeling it. It isn't super difficult. It looks like there's only about 2 feet of separation between those rocks, so should be fairly makeable for her.
And we have seen both teams kind of struggle a little bit with the draws so far on how the ice is and placement of brooms and everything like that. So, yeah, if Rhonda's feeling more confident in her hits, not really a surprise there. She's been known to be a good hitter, so this is in her wheelhouse for sure. Here we go, last rock and then 4.
They're on it for curl here.
Yeah, there's the risk that you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Unfortunate there. The old saying, I heard somebody earlier this year, I'll never forget it. It's a very, very good saying. So the longer
Definitely. Well, just like that, we went from 2-0 after 2 to 2-2 after 4 at the break. We'll be back with end number 5 action. Perfect. Never mind. We're back with our scoreboard updates that we were just promising you. Tyler, what do you got for us?
Okay, so on sheet 1, we have Team Hunkin versus Team Holland. Team Hunkin is up 2-1 over Team Holland after 3 ends. On sheet 2, we have Team Watling versus Team Peterson. Team Watling is leading 2-0 after 3 ends. On sheet 3, we have Team Sturmey up over Team Gim 3-2 after the third end. On sheet 4, we have Team Brown up 3-2 over Team Skrillex after the third end. On sheet 5, our feature sheet, 2-1 after the fourth end, or sorry, 2-2 after 2-2 after the fourth end. On sheet 6, we have Team Kanai up 4-3 over Team Muse after 3. On sheet 7, we have Team Vaughn up 3-1 after 3 ends over Team Martin. And then on sheet 8, we have Team Ackerman leading 2-1 over Team Park after 3 ends.
And our sheets, as a reminder, sheets 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all A-side games, and sheet 5, 6, 7, 8 are B-side games tonight.
Keep it out there, it'll curl. Keep it out there, keep it out there. Jones! Okay, room, you're good, you're good. Okay.
Okay, we are back for the 5th end of action here at the 2023 Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic here at the Calgary Curling Club. We've had a great game so far. Team Varnes has the hammer in the 5th end here, and it is tied. So slight advantage right now to Team Nakamura because they did score in the 4th end, and they have a slight edge to win this game right now. But the percentages are very, very close in terms of the likelihood of who's going to win this game right now. So
it was an interesting opening half of this game, right? The first 2 ends were kind of Varnes in control, and then completely shifted in the second half of that first half. So that's how we get here, a 2-2 game. So buckle up for some intense 4 ends here of play.
Absolutely.
Like we said, nobody wants to drop to a seaside grind on a Saturday morning. Or Saturday afternoon, I guess, is when they would technically play next.
We see on that last shot there, the no tick rule is in effect. We see that yellow rock going back to the center line because it was hit off the center line by Team Varnes. And just the other day, we saw an announcement that Curling Canada is adopting the no tick rule for their competitions. And all of the provincial member associations as well have followed suit on that. So that no tick rule is to stay.
What are your thoughts on that no tick rule? You like it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You know, anything to generate more offense. The percentages haven't really changed when it comes to teams winning with hammer. So believe it or not, it hasn't really changed a ton. But I feel like it could create some more interesting ends, and it definitely has. What are your thoughts? Did you watch the PointsBet Invitational last weekend? What are your thoughts on the draw to the button to win the game?
Interesting. I mean, I think if you're looking at it from a spiel like the PointsBet Invitational, which is more of a TV, fun kind of spiel like that, I think it's great. When you get into something as competitive like tour events or provincial championships, stuff like that, I think people, generally fans, are going to want to see that extra end because it's more exciting and more on the line. But when you're in a Sweep 16 kind of fun event for money, yeah, it's good. It's good for TV. It's good for excitement. But I wouldn't want to see it all the time. I think it'd be a little excessive.
Yeah, I'm actually a very big fan of it, and you know, would maybe like to see it all the time, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bit
Provincial
of a-
championship comes down to a draw the button for the
So
win.
bit of an unpopular opinion here. I know I've talked to quite a few people about this week, and I'm a little bit of an outlier.
I think you're on an island. Island by yourself.
There are a few people I've talked to that are with me, but my rationale is every other sport, when you go into an overtime or anything like that, the chances of either team winning are 50%, right?
Yeah.
50-50. I feel like in curling with the hammer, it's way too big of an advantage. And I really like that the draw to the button brings it back to a 50-50 split for who's going to win the game. So that's what I like about it. One idea that I had is maybe you could do like a best of 3 series or something like that, to throw 3 draw to the buttons, and the team that wins 2 of them wins the game. I don't know, a few things that could be experimented with there, but
Yeah.
I think you're right. Right now I'm currently on a bit of an island there.
You're
in
on a
terms
bit of an
of-
island. I did see a few people make a similar suggestion to that too, and being like, as we see with last stone draws at the beginning to get hammer, what if it was a last stone draw mentality, or it wasn't just a single draw to the button, but it was the combined of 2 draws to the button, maybe using an in turn out turn, and then the best combined would win. I saw some social media pull on some of that during the Sweep 16 as well. So there's definitely a lot of ideas. I think it's fun. What I like about it is it's got people talking. It's got people talking about how to think outside the box, adapt the sport. And as we know with any sport, you can't. You got to learn to adapt over years. So
Absolutely.
conversation is always good.
Anything to make it more entertaining for the fans is what we need to do. So
Definitely. So Tyler wants to play in a provincial final and won't have it come down to a draw to the button, and then he's going to lose a provincial final at a draw to the button. Then we'll go back and ask him if he still loves that rule, folks. So stay tuned.
Hey, I said it live on air here. Live on air. I can't go back on my word.
No,
so
you're sticking to it now, my friend. You're stuck. You're
Yeah.
stuck. So when you lose a big, like a Spiel final or something big at provincials, just remember this exact moment when you want to get mad and throw your broom. You can't. You're not allowed. You created the world you now live in. So remember this. You got some curling coming up there, don't you, Tyler?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curling in the McKee Holmes World Curling Tour event in Airdrie starting tomorrow. So commentating another game tomorrow morning, and then heading straight up Highway 2 to the Airdrie Curling Club there. So should be a great weekend.
You're really giving thanks for curling this weekend. It's just all about it, hey?
That's my life. In the winter, my life is curling. So
Commentating to playing, just all back and forth. Quite impressive feat. It's an interesting end here shaping up for Varnes. She's got to watch herself here.
I like running it. You can make it.
Going for the straight run.
trying to double them out here.
Clean. Yep, yes. Whoa. Whoa. Yep, yes.
Oh, pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. It's off the forefoot.
There you go, see? That's why we don't need to commentate. We'll just let Rhonda keep telling everybody what's going on. It's off the forefoot, she's happy. Boom.
Yeah, that's a good shot for sure.
Yeah, nicely done. But Nakamura can still regain some control on this end here. Still looking good.
Yeah, Nakamura here is really hoping for a force for Team Varnes. A force or a steal here would be very, very good for them. The thing that they are trying to avoid is giving up at 2.
Yep. This is where we wish Tyler would have been on Duolingo practicing his Japanese to help us out here on that good conversation the team was having. Tyler dropped the ball on that one.
Sorry, everybody.
Apparently he was curling or something, or getting ready to curl though. So we'll give him we'll give you a free out on that one. Only because it's day 1 on Friday. If this was Saturday or Sunday, then nah, we would have to hold you to that. We'll give you the free out on a Friday. Freebie Friday for you. It's hanging out there on the straw. Just nibbles on the back there.
Okay. I was thinking that.
Ah, there we are.
You can also just say,
There's Tyler.
come right here.
He looking really happy.
And we have Ryan Parent right next to us as well. Ryan
Jumping
Parent.
right in there, nicely done.
Ryan Parent and I will be commentating together tomorrow morning.
What time is that draw at?
9:30 in the morning.
There you go. So of course everyone's going to rejoin you for 9:30 in the morning on the chat. See, everyone waved back. So it was wonderful. Appreciate all of you watching and waving back virtually. Thank you.
And I'm going to try my best here. Nihon no Minasad Konnichiwa.
Wow. He may or may not have a laptop in front of him, as you saw.
Nihon no Minasan Konnichiwa. If you get that, please put a little wavy emoji in the YouTube chat.
Konnichiwa is good. Yeah, we like the Konnichiwa part.
There we go. Clear work. Konnichiwa.
There you go.
Oh, well, we're 100%. That's if we're going to get 2 then. But I like this. Yeah, so you think you hit here?
Tyler will now be taking up Japanese. If anyone speaks fluently, he's looking for someone to teach him.
Like, how much room do you have?
You're told to say hi to Team Harada Energy, by the way, so better get on top of that. You're even passing along messages now. This is a big deal.
Like this?
There you go. There's our lovely flags of our international representation here this year. We have representation from Germany, Japan, South Korea, Switzerland, and USA. Great to see.
Absolutely.
And of course our Canadian teams, obviously. Oh, people are loving you right now. Look at that impressiveness. Tyler's going to look up something else to say. If anyone wants him to say anything specific, just hit us up in the chat there. We'll see if he does it right. I'm putting all the pressure on Tyler.
Okay, thirds last stones here for Team Rhonda Varnes.
Gonna make some granite go away here.
There is an opportunity for a triple here if you hit it perfect.
Rhonda's not liking it. It's gonna go right through the uprights.
Ooh.
Oof.
That was very difficult to do. That was not a small, that was a very small hole there.
If you're a field goal kicker, that's amazing, but unfortunately in the sport of curling, was not what we were looking for if you're a Varnes fan. There's positivity from Rhonda, though, as an experienced skip. It's okay. No worries. Shake it off.
Oh, yeah, and we're in the control zone.
Ah, clear work. Watching all the way in real time from Japan. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated.
Yeah, this is a terrific opportunity here for Team Nakamura to really put pressure on Team Varnes. Team Varnes luckily has the hammer here, but great opportunity nonetheless.
There you go. Nice view right there of the house.
Yeah, just saw a great shot on the sheet beside us, too, for 2 points. Skip Morgan Muse, who's also on the committee of the Autumn Gold Curling Classic, just made a beautiful double takeout there to score 2.
And take the lead then, hey?
Yeah, exactly. Take the lead 5-4 after the 4th end. So that was a pivotal shot, taking control back in the game. So great shot.
And against fellow Japanese team, Team Kanai.
Yeah, exactly. Wins for 5.
Back and forth game that one is.
Yeah.
There you go, nice view.
No, I agree.
Nice view of Calgary Curling Club. All the fans upstairs, downstairs. Right beside the Alberta flag there, you see Tyler standing, enjoying himself.
Looks like Rhonda Varnes is just trying to get shot stone here. Looks like she's throwing about a hack to board waiter, trying to get to that yellow rock and get
All over that front red,
yeah.
hey? Tap it. Yeah, Nakamura's gonna want to sweep that right out of there. There you go.
Yeah, so for Nakamura here, you're really just trying to put the pressure on.
And remember, there's that yellow one you see there on the back biting. So they are lying 4. In this shot, you see the 3, but remember that yellow one's back there too. So they are sitting 4 right now without hammer.
I thought I threw it.
Oh, this team parent good luck messages and everything.
Thank you very much.
I thought I.
People fanboying for you now, Tyler? Are you becoming a big deal? What's going on here?
Hardly.
Do we have to release your socials for people now? And just pump it up here.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Tyler_Powell6264.
Wow, look at you take advantage. Nicely done. Impressive. Tyler does not hold back there. He got himself right in it. I mean, if I was you, I'd be following at Twine Time 14 and maybe following a blog and podcast called Twine Time, but, you know, just letting you know. It's a pretty good curling blog and podcast, I have to say. Highly recommended by the New Zealand men's team and Anton Hood, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
That's a pretty good shot there, guarding the draw into the 4-foot there. I think that you'll probably see Rhonda Varnes play the wide draw. This is a little bit of a guess out here. We haven't seen too many rocks out here, so.
So do you want it about here?
Or it looks like she might be playing the raise.
Yeah, I think she's raising her own in there.
Yeah. What would you play here? I think the 3 easiest shots are the raise, the out turn draw to the 8-foot or to the 4-foot, or you could play the double takeout. What would you be playing here, James?
I'd be taking the raise.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd take the draw, just like we've been saying for the last couple ends here. I think both teams still aren't feeling the draw weight like they would probably like to be right now. So it's sitting 4. I mean, this is every one of them's a risk. Let's be real. All 3 of those, we say they're easy, but they're all going to be a risk anyway. But I think this is more up Barnes' wheelhouse as a shot that she'll definitely feel more comfortable with. So I'm down for this shot. Here we go. Last rock in the 5th.
Whoa!
Varnes facing 4.
Joe! You gotta go, Joe. Oh, you got Joe. Joe, go hard!
Now the question is, does she have the weight?
Okay.
Cuts the damage.
Yeah, I think it's only 1 point.
It's only 1. Yeah.
That was actually, a great shot there to limit the damage to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're Varnes, you walk away from that pretty satisfied.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, a few comments there in the chat from the cheap seats from Jason Ginter saying, "Great job, Guardy Locks." I taught at Alberta Rocks curling camp this summer, and I had to dress up in this costume that was, you know, quite ridiculous, but I did it nonetheless, and that's where the name Guardy Locks comes from. So thanks for pointing that out, Jason. Jason is the Director of Player and Leadership Development for Curling Alberta, and he curls with Team Schneider on the World Curling Tour. So
definitely, I love it. I love it. I'd like to know more about this outfit you wore. You kind of just spanned over that a little bit, not going into too much details. I feel like there's way more details involved, but you know, Tyler doesn't want to tell us. Jason, feel free to join in the chat and tell us exactly what we were dealing with on that one. I love it.
oh no.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Don't pressure poor Jason, man. He'll do it. We got it. And shout out, we should say, as we just mentioned, Jason's team with Team Schneider. We got a Schneider on the ice with Team Holland, Kim Schneider. Related, of course, to Catelyn Schneider. Anyone from Saskatchewan knows the Schneider family quite well. Very well-known family. Shout out to our camera. Yes, our camera women running the show over here beside us. Huge thanks to them again. So end number 6, Nakamura up 1, back-to-back steals there. What's your game plan if you're coaching the Japanese team right now? What would you be telling them as the game plan for these last 3 ends here?
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, a steal in this end would be terrific. Might be difficult because Team Varnes obviously isn't going to be cooperating with that. They're going to want to score at least 1 and try to get a deuce, but a steal for Team Nakamura in this end would be great.
Well, they seem to know what they're doing with these steals, back-to-back ends with it. So those steel pants are being worn quite well to match those lovely lemon yellow jackets, we're going to call them, I think.
On that, guys. 14-9-3.
Nice draw there.
Yeah, the thing for Team Nakamura is you definitely do not want to give up 2. Giving up 1 is okay. You still you have 2 hammers to their 1, or you still have 1 hammer to their 2. So you definitely want to try to get that steal, but you know, giving up 1 is okay in this situation. So giving up 2 would significantly decrease your chances of winning this curling game.
Tyler likes to play the stats, folks. Can't tell by that yet. He's got the stats on it in his head here. He's got it all under control. Oh, there we go, Jason. I think you need a picture of Tyler's costume to really do it justice. Long, flowing. I love the adjectives here, Jason, by the way. Flowing blonde wig, gold tablecloth worn as a cape, large sunglasses, and some fun Alberta Rocks spirit gear. Wow. If only we could get a picture posted in a chat. Hey, wouldn't that be amazing, folks? Because you know, secretly, Tyler actually really wants you all to see this. I can tell. Looking at his face right now, folks, he's just like dying to let people know.
Yeah, if only we could put a picture up on the screen right now.
Right? Is it on your social medias, this picture?
No, I haven't seen it posted anywhere. I know Jason said, you know, he was maybe going to post it there with the Alberta Rocks pictures, but, you know, he never posted it anywhere, which was lucky for me anyway.
Whoa, but that's a really interesting comment, Tyler. Hey, Jason, what if you posted it on your social media and then just, you know, put your handle in the chat and people can come toss a follow to you and see this beautiful picture of Tyler. Sounds like a win for everybody. See, people want to see it. Look at this. This is what's happening. It's the long flowing blonde wig that's really captivating the minds of people right now. There you go. Nice, smart PR move from Jason Ginter right there in that chat. All the kids may need to come to Alberta Rocks next year to see it. Love it. Smart. Tyler's trying to learn some Japanese here to help us out on what that call was. What'd you pick up on that one?
Not sure.
No Japanese still. Still working on it. What would you call her, Tyler?
Yeah, I think for Team Nakamura here, I think that they're calling a freeze, which is a setup shot. They'd be able to get that red rock out on the next shot. I think that it is also accessible by just straight hitting it.
Yeah,
It's difficult to tell from this angle, but that's definitely what I would do if I was out there, is I'd try to straight hit it, I think.
Not the weight on this one.
Yeah, apologies. From that camera angle, I don't think it was possible to hit it, so it looks like they were trying to freeze there.
No, your first call was the freeze. We'll give you half credit for that one.
Your other options here. You'd have to do it next first.
So Michaela Lyburn being asked to play the double peel here.
And they are pretty flat, those two, right beside each other. Even we're looking at the sheet in front of us kind of here, and what you're seeing on the camera angle is pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think if you make the double peel here, your shooter will stick right there, directly guarding that red rock.
Yep.
Hard.
There
Girl,
you go.
that's pretty good.
Oh, just moved over. Now guarding the yellow.
Yeah, guarding the yellow.
Pretty good. A little thinner is better, but.
And the thumbs up of support from Rhonda Varnes again on commentary. She's happy with it.
Team Nakamura playing the hit and roll here.
Good call. As you said, they want to force one here, or, of course, always take another. I'm sure they'll take another steal happily.
Sweepers are really hard on this one.
Right away, too, hey? Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, great shot there.
Yeah, feathered that guard perfectly, too. See, D agrees. Only real men can pull off gold. There you go, Tyler. D's right on it. And if D says it's a thing, then it's a thing. There's no bigger curling fan than D.
Or do you like 9 here? What? The shooter's gonna roll.
So I actually like what Team Nakamura did here, because unless this hit and roll needs to be made perfect for there not to be either a hit and roll opportunity back to the center or a free draw behind that guard.
We're kind of talking about this in the last game as well, when it's shots like this that are pretty pivotal really at the point of this game. Do you kind of just think maybe it would have been better for them, for the rest of the Team Varnes to walk down there and kind of talk it over with Rhonda than yelling back and forth? In a pretty crowded, full 8 sheets of ice in play, they kind of were struggling to hear each other.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to be on the same page.
girl.
think.
That's good.
There you go.
Yeah, so this will
Little
leave
left, eh?
a draw attempt behind the guard. So very, very key shot here for Team
It was a little
Nakamura. They
up,
want to
but
get
I
this
didn't get it.
top forefoot directly behind that guard, and that'll be difficult for Team Varnes to remove.
Nakamura's applying really good pressure in this end here.
They are, absolutely.
But props to Varnes, matching it up right now too. Wide open, empty house right now too. So it's kind of like a classic boxing fight in this one. They're going punch for punch here.
Keep up the good work.
Weight's looking nice on this one.
Very nice.
Trying to get it to curl over so that it is dead buried.
Just needed to finish a little more there around.
Yeah, it looks like there's about a quarter exposed.
Yeah.
So still pretty good shot. If I were Team Varnes here, I would really want to try to remove that rock. I know they're motioning to try to get it just behind the tee line, but I would want to remove this.
Yep.
I think their thought process here is maybe potentially by keeping it in the back house, they could set up a 2.
Yep.
Clean. Where? Mick. Go, Mick. You can go, Mick. Go, Mick. You gotta go.
Need to curl this over too.
Gotta
It's gonna
go.
go by.
Okay.
That's unfortunate there, pushing it more behind the guard. It looks like it is directly buried now, and that is going to be very tough for Team Varnes to remove.
Yep. Shrinking down the scoring area for Varnes in our last either way, and just allowing Nakamura to put a tighter force grip here.
Yeah, for Nakamura here, you really have to make sure that you get a roll to the outside on this shot. The last thing you want to do here is hit it on the nose.
Yeah, I let Varnes off the hook almost.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'd almost be better rolling it out here than hitting it on the nose, I feel like. So.
Yeah.
You could get really aggressive here and throw a draw frozen onto that yellow rock. That would be getting very aggressive.
That would be fun.
Absolutely.
That would be very tempting with this, how this looks right now. But scoreboard watch. Good scoreboard call. There you go, like you said.
Yeah, I think that's a very safe way to play that shot, and they definitely played that to tolerance.
Yep.
Hitting and rolling out was definitely okay there. So.
4.
Even if we're like frozen to it's not the end of the world. And the other option is appeal, but I think we need. Me too. We could always play the front and appeal, but I think this with that 4 is good.
There you go, folks. Varnes calling the shot for us.
I agree.
It's a clutch shot right here.
Like, draw to the back.
Nice talk of weight and how the ice is reading right now before Rhonda throws.
Absolutely.
Good communication.
Gotta go line.
This looks very tight here. I believe it's crashing on the guard already.
Rhonda was not happy with that one right away.
As far as we can get.
Ends up just double guarding it.
Yeah, that's. She would have loved to have that one back.
Tight and we light.
That is only benefiting Team Nakamura at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought like I threw
That
a
rock
lot.
is biting, but
Yep.
it's going to be very, very difficult to have that come into play to score a two-ender. Very unlikely.
Yeah, Nakamura just cuts off this draw path here with a guard, and Rhonda's going to be a little bit in trouble.
Yep, that red is just biting the rings, as it looks like from our perspective here.
Yeah. Okay, well, we gotta draw the button now. Yeah, it's my lead double. Just come down.
It's just like,
Can I get
Yeah, great placement there.
Yep.
The draw may still be there, but it looks very challenging with how high that guard is.
like to
There,
say
there is
so
a
with the way
chance
it's
that you could
curling.
maybe get to the button. We'll see what Skip Rhonda Varnes thinks.
I think you would still be. Have none of it, so
I don't know if it's there, but
there. Like most of them curling there, but
yeah, because I mean I have that's high enough.
What would you be playing
I
here,
think
James?
Get by that.
Oh, gosh.
Thinking like
That's a
back
really
12?
good question. This is,
Here?
I don't know.
it should come.
I feel like
Should-
the double run back is probably the most makeable
There's
shot
also the
at this
double
point,
run, but
to be honest.
Yeah.
Like that yellow rock is overburied by
here with that.
maybe about a quarter of a rock. And it's going to be very, very difficult to remove that from the rings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every potential option you look at, you kind of would sit in the hack a little bit and go, ugh, all these options kind
Yeah.
of suck. They're not what you'd want to be seeing, unfortunately, for Team Varnes right now.
Yeah, exactly. We not sure if this is there. Not sure if the draw is there. The double run back is 100% there, so that's what I'd be playing.
Well, here we go.
Maybe I'll be proved wrong. We'll see.
Last rock N6. It's going to go
We're not
by.
getting to it.
Getting another steal of one for Team Nakamura from Japan to up the lead to 4-2 now. 3 ends in a row of stolen points. This game has really shifted
Absolutely.
night and day. All right, well, we'll be back in end number 7. Varnes still with Hammer, down 4-2. Only 4-2 though, so right back in this. We'll see what happens. Bring it on, end number 7.
Probably closer to hack.
Yeah, I was gonna say with a little less weight, it might have.
Yeah.
All right, we're back into the 7th end of action here. 2023 Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Team Nakamura just stole a point in the last end, so the score is 4-2 for Team Nakamura. Team Varnes does have the hammer here in the 7th end.
If you're Team Varnes, you're going to be a little disappointed to have the 3 steals in a row, but at the end of the day, you're only down 2. It could be a heck of a lot worse giving up that many steals in a row. But down 2 with hammer playing 7, not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination here. I know we're getting some requests for some score updates, so at the end of this end, when end 7 wraps up, we're going to do another scoreboard watch and let everybody know where we're standing heading into the last couple ends of each game. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and if you'd like to follow the live scores as they come in, head to curlingzone.com, and the Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic will be one of the options there for you can find live and up-to-date scores on there. We have great volunteers that are updating that for us, so head over to there.
Definitely. Shout out to those volunteers as well, as with all volunteers that are here this weekend. Shout out to all of them for volunteering. Anyone who volunteers at a curling event, shout out to you. We give thanks for that.
Yeah, to make this event happen as well, there's actually like 50+ volunteers this weekend, believe it or not. So we have volunteers for the door, we have volunteers for live scoring, we have volunteers for live stream, and we have volunteer commentators. So, and we have our committee members as well. There's about 10 of us that are on the committee. So yeah, 50+ volunteers this weekend. So quite a few people working hard behind the scenes to make this event happen. There aren't many World Curling Tour events that I can think of that have 50+ volunteers. So
definitely. It's awesome. Awesome to see. I actually have a colleague of mine that's going to be down here volunteering tomorrow. So Christine, can't wait to see you. I know you're listening to tonight's game, so we will see you tomorrow. Always good to have more volunteers down here.
Clean. Slow. Yep.
So you have to think if you're Varnes right now, you're going to have to start getting back on the scoreboard pretty quick here. You're running out of ends. Like you said, you're only down 2, but you only got 2 ends left to play.
yeah, absolutely. A blank end here isn't horrible either, and try to get the 3 and 8, but the one thing that can definitely not happen is a force here. You cannot be forced in this end, or you cannot give up any kind of a steal.
I think the way our conversation went earlier, this game should go to an extra end, and then Tyler's going to run down there and convince them both to throw just a draw for the win instead of playing the extra end, see what both of them say. When both of them give him maybe a little smack, he'll come running back up here with his tail between his legs and sit on his island for a bit. I feel like neither of them are going to buy into what you try to sell for an extra end if it happens, Tyler. But I'd love to see you try, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to just see you go down and be like, whoa, halt play for a second. Tyler's here. I've got an idea.
Or coin flip, even easier.
Oh, my. Can you imagine? You're just setting yourself up for a lot of bad karma here. For someone who's curling in an event starting tomorrow, coin flips now? Wow. Ouch.
Joe, I guess
nothing touched on this one, hey?
Try, Joe.
Joanne Tarvit really trying to knife this one over.
Yeah.
Keep going.
She's getting it, though.
You got it. Okay. That's fine.
Rhonda Varnes, skip and cheerleader. Nicely done there.
Sweet, Joe.
So yeah, interesting with the knifing technique too. That really came into effect, I believe, 2 seasons ago. We first saw, I believe, Team Mowat doing it, the Scottish team.
Yep.
And heard David Murdoch say some interesting things about it. Apparently, kind of the best way to knife is kind of more in a a north-south motion in terms of sweeping. You want a slight angle, but not much of one. So you want kind of more of a north-south motion on the knife to get optimal curl. Slight angle on it, but you don't want too much angle. You don't want to be quite 45 degrees to the running between the rock with the angle that you're sweeping at. So.
Well, and if Bruce and the boys are doing it, I mean, I'd have to say that they know a little bit about curling, I believe. You know, just world champions and all. So
yeah,
I trust if they're doing something and it's working, it probably works successfully for a lot of teams.
Yeah, it's interesting. Every few years, it seems like there's a new technique that comes out in terms of sweeping. So.
We get broom gates, we get sweep gates, we get all the gates here in curling.
Mm-hmm.
Let that just go over and walk, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Just walks right into that guard. Wow.
We
That
all
swung a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have like just hard cleaning, putting a bunch of weight on the broom and not actually moving the broom has been proven to be almost as effective as sweeping the entire way down the sheet. So kind of what recent studies have shown is that hard cleaning and just putting as much weight as possible on the broom for, call it, the first 3/4 of the sheet, and then sweeping after that has actually been proven to be, you know, just as effective as sweeping full out the entire length of the ice. So it's kind of interesting what's coming out with that. I think the theory behind that is when the stone is traveling its fastest is just when it's been released, and it won't be as effective when you're sweeping right out of the hand to be able to make that rock go further. You can really do more with it when it's traveling slower than faster. So
what you're saying is we need to get you into more sweeping studies?
I'm always learning something about it, that's for sure. I'm always learning, so it's very neat, kind of all the new theories and all that are coming out. So
well, it's interesting to learn all the different dynamics that can change the game, right?
Darren Molding was mentioning about a month ago I had him guest instruct at a camp that I was running, and
Nice.
he said that from their testing when he played with Brad Thiessen and Team Botcher,
Yep.
he was saying that from their testing, Brad Thiessen, he was the one who tried the hard cleaning, and apparently their testing said that he could carry it, I believe, 7 or 8 feet with just hard cleaning, and with sweeping the entire way down, it was about 8 or 9 feet, so it was only about a foot more. So that just goes to show the effectiveness of cleaning the rock and you know, putting a lot of pressure down on the broom, but not necessarily moving your broom head.
I think I would trust a Brad Thiessen sweep with a broom. That guy's built like a barn with those arms. Man.
Yeah,
Dude's
absolutely.
ripped, so if Brad's power or slow of power for certain shots proves something, I'm probably going to trust it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, right? He's like, yeah, it's like, hey, look at the.
Shout out to Brad. We miss him on the ice this season. Super nice guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Team Varnes is going to need to get some rocks behind those corner guards there. They would love to get a 2 or more here. Being forced here is not ideal for them, so they need to definitely get 2 or more, preferably 3.
Yeah, they had 2 opportunities to wrap something around there, and both times just wrecked on the front. So now, if we were charging a little bit of money for dropping a swear jar there, Ron Varnes, we're gonna come find you after this game.
If I don't come here and I make it around
Feel like the donation is about to be made after that call.
Right? Here? Yeah, I like it. Just top 4. Okay.
And yeah, that was a miss there from Team Nakamura for sure. You do not want to be throwing guards when you're up 2 points in the 7th end. So
Go around the center.
they would have loved to have had that one back and thrown a little more weight.
Yeah, you're kind of giving Rhonda a get out of jail free card here with her throwing skip rock. She's already got the rock count advantage here.
Absolutely.
Skipper's deuce is definitely on play here.
Okay.
Yeah, needs to make a good one here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Same thing we saw there. Good communication from the front end, letting her know how the ice is. Get her draw times down.
Yes!
The line's tight on this.
On the front again.
Yeah.
Yep. So Tyler, do you think it's just the weight choices they're making, or placement of the broom, or what's going on? Because we're seeing a lot of those kind of tight misses, especially on this side going that way. What do you think's causing some of that?
Yeah, it could be a combination of things. It could be like you mentioned, weight. You know, maybe being not taking enough ice. It could also be, you know, it is fairly early in the season, so teams might not be throwing it exactly how they would like to. Teams might be throwing it a little bit soft, maybe, and it curling more than they would like. So.
Yeah, good call, good call. And good point to be made there, right? This is, like we said earlier at the start of the game, this is Varnes' second event for Nakamura. I believe this is her 5th or 6th now. So those reps in a game, in a competitive ice game, make a big of a difference, and maybe we're seeing a little bit of that right now.
This was where I was, right?
Oh, let her off the hook there, though.
Same weight. It'll be good.
Yeah, for sure. If that rock would have slid just a little bit further, there would have been a split attempt for 2. I don't think it's there anymore, but yeah, if that rock would have slid maybe a foot or 2 more, would have been a shot for 2. So
yeah,
I was kind of thinking the call on that one, and it's easy for me to say from behind here, but
now you say that.
yeah, I was thinking before that last shot actually hitting that yellow or that red rock that was just thrown and rolling into the rings, or even, you know, even just nosing it would have been a good shot. Just removing it from play,
yeah,
would have been a good shot. That's what I feel was probably, you know, the best call considering the scoreboard. What do you feel?
I don't know. I kind of like hindsight's 50-50. Had that draw been perfect right behind that front yellow, we'd be saying what a beautiful shot that was, right? I like the call. I think the call was smart for Nakamura with the lead, 2 points up. She knew she was forcing Rhonda's hand anyway, either way. So Varnes finds the draw weight there. Nicely done. Picks up her single, gets back, cuts the lead to only 1 now, but we are off to the 8th end. Nakamura leading 4-3, but she will have Hammer coming home. So before we head to the 8th end, we will do a scoreboard check. There we go, our lovely camera ladies handling it. There we go, perfect. Let's go, Tyler, what's going on these games?
Yeah, so on sheet 1, we have Team Hunkin up 5-3 over Team Holland after the 6th end. On sheet 2.
After the 7th end on that one.
Yeah, sorry, after the 7th end. Good call. On sheet number 2, we have a tie game between Team Watling and Team Tabitha Peterson. 4-4 there on sheet 2. On sheet 3, we have Team Sturmey up 5-4 after the 6th end over Team Gim. On sheet 4, it looks like we have a final there. So it was 8-4, Team Brown winning after 6 ends. So Team Skrillik would be knocked into the B event there.
I think they played the 7th, but they didn't put up the score.
Yeah.
So we're not sure how that ended, but it did end. Either way, good call.
And then on team sheet number 6, we have Team Muse up 6-4 over Team Kenai, and it looks like we have a measure here to see. Not sure if it's for shot stone or second shot or what's going on, but looks like there's a measure about to take place. Sheet 7, Team Vaughn versus Team Martin. Team Vaughn is leading 5-3 after the 6th end. And on sheet 8, we have Team Park leading 7-3 over Team Ackerman after the 6th end there. They're playing 7 right now. So
Yeah, Park just scored a big 4 in that last end to kind of blow that game open a little bit.
It's trying. It should be good. 14-9.
And while we were doing that update, we actually had an update over there. Team Gim, our defending champions here, scored 1 in 7. So that game is now tied 5-5, heading to 8. But Sturmey will have hammer. So our defending champs are going to have to steal to stay on the A side, or they may be dropping a B. And we'll watch that measurement that Tyler was talking about. Went to yellow, but we don't know if that meant they're scored or what. But we did see the yellow rock was better. We're thinking it's only 1 for Kenai, but we will wait until it's official to let you know. Once they update the scores, we'll fill you all in. Good scoreboard reading, Tyler. You're a pro.
it's not as easy as what it looks like.
It's only because the players stand right in front of our viewpoints. We're blaming all of them. If they would just, move out of our way when we're doing it, then so much easier for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not our fault, though. All right, so 8th end. You're down 1. You don't have hammer. You got to go all in for the steal here.
Okay, little out there. No then.
And this one looks heavy and wide.
It's really curling, it's trying. Yeah, Joe, if you can.
Although Varnes has cheerleaded some of these rocks over today.
Keep it going, Joe. Keep it going.
It's quite amazing.
Little tap. There we go. Good feet, guys.
Good example there, though, right? Where down the ice, it kind of look wide, heavy, but stay walking with it. And like Rhonda said there, no, it's coming. It wants to come over. As long as they stay with it, you might get the finish regardless. So good lesson for anybody watching. If you're a sweeper, stay with those rocks. Don't leave them behind. You never know. They still might need a little bit of love from you, even late as they hit the house.
Yeah, Team Nakamura is going to try to clean things up here. They're going to be on full defense mode this entire end, I'm sure.
Well, I'm digging these yellow honeycomb jackets, though. It's nice. It's nice to get a little bit different color design out there.
Absolutely. It's good to have a unique look for sure.
Yeah. Stands them apart nicely.
Yeah, great call.
Room for error is pretty much at a 0 for Team Varnes right now, though. Can't make any mistakes here in the 8th.
Yeah, they definitely need all of their shots here in this end to be perfect to have a chance.
It's starting to curl real hard.
And then they go to the extra and do the draw to the button for the win. According to Tyler, anyway.
Good, atta girl.
No one else on the. We're all on the other island, being like, yeah, throw the extra end. Let's go.
Nice shot there from Michaela Liburn. I actually, I kind of like how there's a little bit of an angle there, because there are rocks for Team Nakamura that could be jammed on there. So I don't mind that there's that angle.
Yeah, the staggered was nice there.
And there is quite a bit of distance between them. There's probably at least 10 feet.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Nice. Yeah, that red was pretty high.
I'll give you more ice.
Deceptive when you're looking down the ice from this angle we're on here, but with the sheet luckily right on in front of us, we can kind of keep an eye on the distance for everybody too. So going back with another guard up here. Gotta love the little Manitoba Bison's representation right there on the front of the shirt.
Still out there. It's still out there. Got a curl. Only Joe. Can you, Joe? Yep, you got it, Joe. Yep. Both of you can go. Go. Line's real good. Keep it going. Good.
A nice shot there.
Same stagger you said before, just on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Great spot.
Of course, Nakamura is going to call for the peel again. And then we'll be in third stones where things are about to get interesting, I think.
And it looks like we have our second final out on the ice here. We have Team Vaughn winning over Team Martin.
How far do you go with throwing guards when you're down to 1 without hammer here?
I think definitely for Joanne's 2 rocks, I think you definitely go for it. Yeah, I think both of hers should be guards. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I to disagree with Tyler? Come on. Not gonna disagree with the fan favorite up here. Jeez.
That's you.
Career suicide disagreeing with Tyler.
Starting to grab.
I gotta try to keep a blog and podcast alive, Tyler. I can't disagree with people.
You got it.
That's a fast way to kill it off.
Right over, guys. Right over. Good.
There you go.
Great shot. They're throwing some great guards here in the 8th end. They're really trying to get the steal here, and they're looking good so far. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah, do you shift the focus here if you're Nakamura and going to the closer guard now? Because that one is just over the hog, pretty high. Or do you still do the same and just rip? What would you do here?
Yeah, I think I would take the one closer to the house in this situation, because Joanne did just throw a guard on the out turn side that was high, and she's gonna have to throw different turn, different weight, different line, and for Joanne, that might be the best way to get a potential miss out of her if you're thinking about it from that perspective for Team Nakamura. So if you just peel that high one, then you're giving her the same shot, and I think giving her a different shot here is probably better.
Look at that classic strategy there. Switch up the turns for the player and everything. This is why he plays on the tour, folks. Got to pay attention to those things. Lessons learned for all of us, right? Those little fine details that could be the difference between a win or a loss in an 8th end, though. Got the front one there? No, look at that. There's the jam.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's very interesting. So I think that the in-turn draw is still there for Team Nakamura.
Yep.
That rock does look like it is just a little bit wider than the pass, so that is fortunate for them. However, unfortunately, red is now shot stone in the 4-foot, and that jam did occur, so that's too bad.
Yeah, shift focus now for Varnes, right? Guard for your life. That's why you called the guard game.
It's a little tight. You can
Worked
go
out.
early. Yep, go early, guys. Keep it out there, Mick.
You just don't want to let him off the hook here now.
Nope.
Got to take advantage of a miss.
What? Okay, it's fine. Yeah, a little bit.
This looks very nice.
Yeah.
If they could get a little bit tucked behind.
Yep.
Real good.
Oh, that's perfect. 20 out of 10 shot there from Joanne Tarvit. That was great.
Nicely done.
They are definitely putting up a fight here in the 8th end. They've curled very well here. So
Yeah, they brought their best end at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you do now? You're Nakamura. You got options, but what's the best for the shot now? It's last third stone here.
Yeah. You could bring it in. I think that they're just electing to peel here. Yeah, I think for this shot you probably still peel.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I'd be peeling too.
Yeah.
Give yourself as many options as possible when you're going into
Absolutely.
the skip stones. Yes, red is counting right now.
I like it. Find the double peel.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This one's really curling. I think she got it started a little bit,
Yeah,
but no
but got the
no
job
issue
done.
there. Yep.
Got one out of there. That was the important thing, to get that off.
But she might be able to play the.
Yeah, it's always interesting, you know, the tendency for most right-handers is to get the
I
in-turn
think she probably
going
will.
a little bit,
Yeah,
getting
we
it
have to
curling
get a good
early,
one
and then
back.
you know,
if we
have
get a
the
good one
out-turn
back,
run a
we
little
are
bit
leaving the
straighter,
button
and
then.
I think
you know,
we
you can always tell that if you kind of watch the center line going down the ice, and if the rock starts to move,
You do this.
you know, early, then that means
feel
that the
that
player
maybe
got
that
it
she's
going
playing
a little bit on
she's
release, and
playing against the
that's
wind,
usually the
right?
tendency for right-handers is to
I mean, our
just
other
get the
option is to
in-turn
put
going a
another
little
one
bit.
here, but then
Yeah,
she's
good
drawing.
call.
She's not double peeling.
Let's see what Team Varnes is talking. Good opportunity here. Smart call for a team discussion. Let's hear what they want to do.
Yeah, but what I wondered is if we do this, she peels, and then I come here and she's playing against the wind. My other option is to come here, but I mean, what do you guys think? She's double peeling. You have to be high. We could do that too. I just think we do this and now she's. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, we do this. Sure. And then we put one like here. And then now she's drawing, right? Like I'd come right here. I can also sink one right here right now. Like I sink one here right now, and then if she peels, then we do that after. Like, and if she tries a double peel on this, maybe it comes off, ticks that. Like I think my thought is here or that. Yeah. I mean, I realize we could just leave her an open hit if I do this. But I wish we had a timeout. Where's Willie? What's your guys' first thought? The guard? What do you think?
I was kind of thinking a guard.
Okay.
That's don't. I don't hate it.
So yeah, you hear the comment there, where's Willie? They're referring to their coach, William Lyburn, who's a very good curler out of Manitoba. Has, I know he's come second at the Manitoba Men's Provincials, and he's a very, very accomplished curler. So they would hope that there was a timeout available so that they could bring him out onto the ice.
It's the hashtag Where's Willie right there.
Yeah, exactly.
So we heard their conversation. What were you thinking about that talk that the team had there, Tyler?
Yeah, it was interesting. They were talking about a few different options. It looks like with that ice that they are electing to play the high guard. Kind of the two main shots that they were discussing was the high guard, and then they were also talking about going into the rings, kind of top 8 foot in behind that guard, and it looks like they are going to be throwing a high guard here. They do not want to leave any kind of an angle. I mean, they just want to make sure that it's high. They could leave a slight angle because the double peel would be very difficult, but key is the depth here, and you know, getting that line pretty close. So looks like it is over curling though.
Yeah.
Gotta get it over. Great.
So yeah, there is an angle there. It is difficult.
Yeah.
Really early on release, it just went.
Yeah, early on release there, you heard Rhonda say, and she will let her take the quote on what she thinks of her own shot there, and quote unquote, that wasn't great. She's not loving it.
No, it's how does she get in that way? Like
She
to come
can't-
right
yeah, she
around.
has to come this-
And I can get me a mini tapper.
So now if you're Nakamura, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that they're drawing the button here.
I think so.
If they can, I think that it might be accessible though, even with the out turn. Might be accessible with either turn, even if they make this perfect. I was kind of thinking maybe peeling the one on the out turn side, the guard, because that way, you know, you wouldn't be going against a loss per se.
Right.
You'd at least be able to take out one of their rocks fairly simply.
I don't mind the idea here though too, right? If you go on the positive side of it, I'm gonna make this shot perfect. You're forcing Rhonda to make her perfect shot, or else you don't have to throw your last, you win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's I like the positive mind frame of thinking not how to avoid a tough shot with my last if I can make it perfect now. Going with the triple sweep here. Gonna have to drag it pretty far though.
Yeah, that's only going to help Team Varnes. They have a golden opportunity here to draw one in there and have Team Nakamura looking against a loss on their last one. So
We need room.
it isn't a simple draw, but you know, they can get it into a good spot here. So.
Even with, like, Nakamura's not, even if she comes up even a bit light here, right? Air on the positive side coming up light, still leaves Nakamura not really with anything to get that red out of there and not give up the one to force the extra or Tyler's shot of the button.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Even if you end up like top 8 foot here, it'd be very, very difficult for Team Nakamura to score. So.
Yeah, anything along this path, even just plug the hole, even anything is going to be still an advantage for Rhonda here. Not really touching this right now.
First. Yeah.
Going to be on there if they can
want to
kind of roll it.
Yeah, get a guard here.
Just roll it over. And like we said, you know, even if you come up and just block that hole there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yep.
Wait, that close, eh?
Yeah, that's the one thing that where that yellow went in. Do you have the in off now? That yellow
Absolutely.
ended up at not a good spot for Rhonda, but it does gives Nakamura at least a shot.
Yeah, it's challenging, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. Well, and if you think if that yellow didn't roll where it did, I don't know what shot she would have had to even escape potentially here. This is almost an out.
What an interesting end to this curling
Yeah,
game.
no kidding, hey?
Just like less.
It was kind of momentum back and forth throughout the entire game, and Team Nakamura has a hidden roll or an in-off here to win the game. So.
Well, we'll see.
They have to hit about half a rock here.
Yeah.
Looks like they are playing it with weight, so they will need to get it into that red rock there.
Here we go, last rock of the 8th. For the win, or we head to an extra. Look at that. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so close. Good try, though. Good attempt. It was not an easy shot.
All right, so we're going into an extra end here on sheet 5.
You're not running down to ask them to do a draw to the button for the win? You're not gonna, you don't like your odds of them saying yes to you?
Should I go do it?
I dare you to try.
Yeah.
There we go, good score update. Thank you, team. So we've got some finals on the board. Team Hunkin has defeated Team Holland. And we see Team Peterson sitting with Hammer down 1. They're down 5-4 right now. Peterson champions here 2 years ago. On sheet 3, we don't know who actually won that game. We did not see. They are off the ice, though, so we don't know for sure who won. There we go with sheet 4. As we learned earlier, Team Brown with picking up the victory there to stay on the A side. Sheet 5, our feature game, going to an extra end. There you see, sheet number 6. Right now, it does show Muse leading Kenai 6-5, but that end, 7th end, has just wrapped up, so we're not quite sure who's scored on that one. We'll update you as soon as they update that board. As you heard us say earlier, Team Vaughn has defeated Team Martin. And on the far side of the sheet, look at that. So Park scores 4 in 6 to take the 4-point lead. Ackerman answers back with 4 of our own in 7. We're tied at 7, going to 8. The Korean team, Park, will have Hammer coming home. Wow, back-to-back 4-enders. That's crazy. Oh, and we can say now Team Muse did score 2 in 7. They have upped their lead to 8-5. Kenai from Japan will have Hammer coming home. There you go with our update.
Good sweep.
Okay. Like it high. Line's fine. Let it bend. Yeah.
Thank you, Steamboat Curling. Coverage has been excellent. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you for joining us tonight. Late night. It is 11:30 Mountain Time here in Calgary. So wherever you're watching, anywhere east of us, it's even later. So thanks for staying up with us tonight on a Friday night. And, of course, remember, this event is on all weekend long, starting back with games tomorrow morning on Saturday, going right through championship final later on Monday. So stick with us. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, so Team Varnes would love an instant replay here of the last end.
Who would have thought 8 ends of play and 5 of them were stolen?
That doesn't happen very often.
No.
No more than 1 point scored in any given end either. So very interesting scoreboard to look at.
And again, like we were saying earlier, right? Back and forth kind of game. First 2 ends, Varnes is in control. Middle of the game, Nakamura is in control. End of the game so far, momentum has shifted back to Varnes.
I don't mind.
Oh,
But
Tyler,
this
you're past your
kind of a
curfew.
guard, too.
Oh, that's so sad. Poor Tyler.
Thanks for the comment, Kevin.
Didn't know Tyler had a curfew. Oh, that's so adorable, Tyler.
Okay.
Big game tomorrow. Tyler, you got to be here to, you got to commentate first in the morning before you even game, man.
You betcha, yeah.
So you're sleeping here, I assume.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some comfy couches back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to be back here for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then, yeah, play at 1:30. So
It's another long day for you tomorrow.
you betcha.
What?
2-game day tomorrow,
Hey.
hopefully for you. I would assume it's 2 games regardless.
Hopefully,
with
yeah.
a triple knockout.
Yeah, I think it is too, regardless. So.
And then you just show up back here for the 9 o'clock game, and might as well just put you back on commentary at 9 o'clock.
No, I won't. I won't be doing that.
No,
No.
Oh, you're crashing at Ryan's apparently.
No.
Everyone's taking care of you tonight.
There you go.
Yes, Joe, yes! Hard line! Thanks, Room, you're good. Stay close.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at that come in perfectly there.
Not a girl.
Great shot.
Good sweep, guys.
You heard the term peach there.
That was nice. You definitely are feeling the swagger and confidence in Rhonda Varnes right now and the team. They're feeling it right now.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they don't have hammer, I'd still say momentum is with Team Varnes at the moment.
Yep, for sure. Nakamura's got to open this up for her now.
Great shot there.
That was nice. Very nice shot. Opens up the front perfectly. Gets rid of both those red guards.
I find this is a little unpredictable, eh? Like, I gave you here, and you're like way over. This is the line that Cheyenne was throwing, and I like it. You got it.
Yeah, Rhonda Varnes is very descriptive with, you know, no microphone needed from us, so she provides very good commentary herself.
Does make our job a heck of a lot easier, let's be real. Can't complain about that.
Line's good. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it out there for a bit. It's okay. Really good. Line's great. No, never finish it. It's over curling now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. Next spot.
Yeah, pretty nice spot there.
I'll open you up just a hair.
And it looks like with that ice, they might be trying to get the rocks and the rings moving a little bit. That is fairly narrow ice for the peel, so I think that they are trying to get those rocks moving.
Yeah, they're trying to dirty up this house a little bit for them.
Yes. Yes.
I like the call though.
Absolutely.
That's what she wanted.
Yeah, great shot.
Yep, nicely done.
Nice. You like that?
It is nice that they do have their rock up front there.
Yeah, if you come in this way, you're nice and frozen.
It is still looking decent for Team Varnes here.
Yeah, at the halfway point of this extra end, it's kind of it's still toss up 50-50 here on who could take advantage of this.
Absolutely.
Both teams I think are pretty happy with where this end is for them both.
Go if you have to. You can go if you have to. It'll go. You have room. Cheyenne's rock.
We're hanging.
Yep. Hard.
Well,
Finish it.
should finish
You got
over
it,
there.
guys. Come on, go. Hard. Okay. Good sweep.
Love the go, go, go there.
でも相手がこのロール来ると結構しんどいかな。
I think if your team, Nakamura, hitting this one right on the nose, it's a pretty good shot.
Yep.
Because it'd be difficult for Team Varnes to get a hit and roll behind cover.
次で来るかな。
Yeah, you're really controlling the front of the house right now, right? And everything above the hog line is kind of, or above the tee is all your power right now. If you get rid of that red, like you said, it's a smart play.
Even peeling the guard here wouldn't be bad.
Mhm.
一個来とく。今。こういくか。
Yeah, you really could just get rid of the guard, right? Like it's not 100% gonna help you any really.
No, yeah.
It could end up being detrimental to you a rock or two from now.
いいかな。
そうね。
こっちのこのジャムはある。後々出しにくい可能性は出てくる。ああね。うんうんうん。これが下がる分には悪くないでも。
これがこんなのがある。
よっぽど薄くツンって当たれば嫌だけど。普通にシングルピルでもいいと思うけど。
I think they heard you. They liked your call. Future Coach Tyler now, Team Nakamura moving forward. Seems to work out quite well for one JD Lynn.
And no issues at all with the peel there.
Yep, get rid of that. There we go.
And it looks like we have another final here. We have Team Muse winning over Team Kenai.
Yeah. Big game for Morgan Muse on that one to pick up that win.
Absolutely.
Kenai's had a really good season, so Kenai will drop all the way to the C side after day one. Morgan will stay alive in the B. You might remember Morgan from last year's Autumn Gold Classic stepping in last minute with Team Holland after they lost a player with a little bit of an injury at the middle of their first game.
Yeah, Morgan very involved in curling, being the working at the Spray Lake Sawmills Sports Center in Cochrane there as the booking supervisor, and she's on the committee of this event. And yeah, this year she's the experienced one on the team, and she kind of has 3 younger players. The rest of her team are kind of in their late teens, early 20s there, so we see little bit of that going on, especially with Team Varnes.
Yep. Didn't we see Morgan last year at Canadian Mixed, skipping Team Alberta? Wasn't she there for that?
Yeah, I believe
She
that was
was.
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
yes. All the years are the same.
Yeah. Sub antics.
Right. The important thing is she was Team Alberta.
Yeah, exactly.
Also love a little, they're doing a little team picture down there after the game.
They're sweeping it to Curl here.
Yep.
Oh, great
Nice
shot. That completely changes the complexion of this end.
Yep. And to have the shooter stay on there.
Definitely advantage to Team Nakamura now.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Let's go. Team Nakamura back there. Love it.
A lot of people hyped up in the chat. We love to see that.
They're stoked now.
So I think Rhonda's contemplating either throwing the freeze or throwing. She could also play a guard.
Yeah, I think she's going right there.
You could also throw a high guard here, like a right on the center line, high guard.
Freeze, she picks it, then we draw.
Make the peel a little bit tricky because there'd be jam opportunities on either side.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
And I
will play that on my
think
last one.
Ackerman just stole an 8
Okay.
to take the win over
I like
Park.
that.
Wow, they scored 4 points in the 7th end there.
Okay.
And then steal an 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Back and forth game over there, too.
Here, Cheyenne. Yeah.
That leaves our feature game, the last game on the ice tonight. Just what Tyler was hoping for when he's past his bedtime and his curfew.
This or a guard, you like it? Come around. Make a play on that last one after. Is like good for here. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Team Kenai, just for the chat, Team Kenai did lose to Team Muse.
Curling.
Definitely curling, yes. It's just going to rub off that front red.
You leave it center, that's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep,
That's okay.
yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
That's not the worst. Just really light it. Okay. Just kind of get that going. That was okay.
Yeah, if this peel is made nicely, I think that you'll see Team Varnes playing the freeze no matter what.
Yeah. Pressure's definitely going to be on both skips right now.
Absolutely.
This is why you don't skip.
Yeah, exactly. This looks narrow. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's a very, very big break there for Team Varnes.
Just like the draw, I think.
Yeah, right there.
If they could get one frozen right on this rock, then going to be very difficult for Team Nakamura here.
Wild. I don't know if I can get through the hole on the out. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd try the hole
Like
either,
back
just the
line,
way
like
this.
here.
I think that she's
I think we all
playing
have
back
to
line, and I
be
think
able
that she
to
wants to move it just a
keep
few
it,
feet
Yep.
right?
and get buried in behind that guard there.
Yeah,
So
I
Yeah.
think we need like firm. I think we need to throw back line because I just think drawing like it's. Do you guys like the other turn?
Rhonda's asking the front end if they'd like her to throw the out turn through the port.
We disagree. I like the turn she's called. She seemed very confident when she put the broom down for that one
Mhm.
too.
Okay,
Like she was feeling that.
so like 7, 8 feet more. Yeah, like I'm thinking like back 8, back line. Okay. Stay close. It's really running. Nick!
And this one really needs to curl.
That's way out there. They're not going to get that over in
curl.
time. Yeah, it didn't curl for it at all. It just got stuck in that outside path and couldn't bring it
I
in.
get that.
So Nakamura, Team Nakamura picks up the win. They don't even have to throw their last. They'll score in the 9th. They'll pick up the 5-4 victory. They will stay alive on the B side. And Team Varnes from Manitoba will drop down to the C side grind starting tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to this feature game tonight, Team Varnes versus Team Nakamura. We will be back tomorrow morning at
Tyler
9.
will be back tomorrow morning.
I will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the morning. So tune in, 9:30 in the morning Mountain Standard Time. So tune into that.
Most definitely, and I will be back to relieve Tyler for the afternoon game after he's done. So we will see all of you hopefully back tomorrow. Tyler, good luck tomorrow in Airdrie as well. We'll give you a little bit of good luck chat there, and go get some sleep. It's past your bedtime.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.